Towards the final third now, it's picking up in strength, which is really nice.
At the beginning, very like coffee, creamy flavours.
All right, I've got good news and I've got bad news. Today we're going to be smoking what looks like a very fancy cigar with a very nice band. It's the Arturo Fuente Gran Reserva Flor Fina 858 cigar. Coming in at 6¼ inches with a 47 ring gauge. The wrapper looks very rustic. It's got a nice rough texture to it. A slight sheen, slightly oily. It's got like a milk chocolate colour to it. Overall, it's nicely presented. These are about £16 online, so it's not a bad value cigar. Hopefully, we're going to get some nice flavours out of these. They got very good reviews and ratings online. Perfect dry draw. All it says on the band is handmade, and obviously the Arturo Fuente Gran Reserva logo on there as well. I'll give you guys a little bit of a close-up whilst we're here. You guys have tried one of these cigars before. Let us know what you thought of them in the comment box below. I'm looking forward to trying the variety of non-Cuban cigars that we have got. We've got, I think I mentioned in the last video, we got one of these Davidoff cigars now. It's a Series 2000 and it was £25 and it's a tiny little stick, isn't it?
Yeah, that is tiny.
I hope
Expected.
to God it's good.
But like, you can get some Cubans like that size for like £13.
Yeah, it's a very expensive. It's a very expensive cigar. Davidoff are obviously known for having expensive cigars. The Late Hour, one of my all-time favourite non-Cubans actually, but it was like 40 quid. So it's a very expensive stick. You wouldn't expect anything less than pure enjoyment. But let's take our attention back to these. Something about that I'm liking. That tobacco tastes incredible. Nothing specific, but just the general note is very pleasant.
Looks super rustic, doesn't it?
It's got a roughly textured wrapper.
Really rough wrapper, yeah.
I'm going to say so far it's quite creamy. There's a creamy texture there to the smoke that's being left on the back of my tongue, which is very nice. And there's this medium to full bodied tobacco. Quite a lot of strength coming through. So early on. I'm going to say there's like a creamy coffee flavour there somewhere.
I've not smoked many Arturo Fuente cigars before. I think I've had maybe one. This will be really interesting for me.
Well, you recently had the short story.
Yeah, and I did not like it.
That I loved.
I did not rate it. It was just bland.
Yeah, I think you might have got a bad one.
I think I must have got a bad one because you raved about it. Starting off well though.
Starting off very well. Nice smoke output. I'm getting this creamy texture. There's like a latte vibe going on, so you get like a creamy coffee flavour, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Very, very nice. We're in the first few centimetres of these cigars, but what we'll do as always is touch base with you guys in a few minutes to see how we're getting on. I think we have found another almighty cigar. I think I can class as a budget cigar, being as it's 15 quid. Granted, it's quite expensive to a lot of you guys out there who are not from the UK, but goodness me, this is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, really, really nice stick. Once again, it's really nice to get like a refreshing, review from a non-Cuban. I'm really, really enjoying this. I am getting lots of kind of like creamy flavours. I even got it was like creamy nut, but I think it's more like a macadamia nut. Creamy coffee. It's just been so nice. It's been so Moorish. I've barely put it down. I've had to kind of force myself to slow down a bit. But yeah, all round, I'm really, really enjoying this cigar so far.
Ultimate pairing with this cigar is a nice coffee, because everything I'm getting from this is to do with coffee. I'm getting like a latte vibe, as I mentioned in the first part. I'm getting a wood chip flavour, which is quite unique. It's like a. Do you know what made me think of this, right? When I work with Rico and we're putting wood through the chipper, it has like this really unique sweet smell to it that's really actually quite nice. And I'm getting a little bit of that from this, along with some dark chocolate. It's just all round delicious. Burning well, great smoke output. It's just a really nice cigar.
I know.
And much like yourself, I don't want to put it down. I want to continue smoking this bad boy. And I'm always looking for that cigar that we might end up nubbing, because then we can use our very nice nubbing tools, which we use a lot of the time anyway, but we don't actually nub that often, do we?
No, we don't.
Because a lot of the time they get too hot, they become too bitter, but on this occasion, this is a very nice cigar. It's pairing really well with the coffee that we made.
Oh, it's almost perfect, isn't it, with the coffee?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is like one of those morning cigars. Do you know what? It's almost reminding me, slightly different flavours, but it's reminding me of the short story that I had during that video where I was completely obsessed with it. It was just to die for. A really nice morning stick. Can you imagine having this out by a cafe with the sun out, couple of bagels maybe, bit of cream cheese in there. I think we'll see you guys in the final third, maybe even down to the nub, and we'll touch base with you guys in a few minutes. All right, I've got good news and I've got bad news. Unfortunately, the cigar's coming to an end.
Yes.
That's the bad news. Good news is that this thing has been absolutely wonderful from start to finish. I've enjoyed it all the way through. I don't think you can get much better than this, minus the last video where we also had a good cigar. Do you know what? I think we've gone so long without having a good cigar. Every cigar that has a bitter flavour is like, oh my god, this is incredible.
Thank you.
Nothing has changed since the second part. It's continued with those nice coffee, chocolate, nutty, woody, wood chip flavours. It's been absolutely perfect, to be honest. Could have done with another coffee. Would I have another one of these? Absolutely, yes. And I would recommend you try one of these. Towards the final third now, it's picking up in strength, which is really nice. Getting like an espresso coffee at the back of my tongue, and I'm ready to put it down now. I've had enough, had a great experience, and it's just been amazing.
It's been fantastic. Flavour-wise for me, at the beginning, very like coffee, creamy flavours. Towards the middle, there was some like macadamia nut, creamy nuts. And then towards like the final third, I was getting like some milk chocolate as well come into play. I fluffed it majorly towards the end. At the end here, I was getting like some tobacco like in my mouth a bit. So I thought I'd tidy up the cap and snip a little bit more off, but I slipped a bit more than I should have, and it kind of like unraveled some of the wrapper in it.
Yeah, you destroyed it.
I fully destroyed it. So that was really unfortunate. It was complete smoker's error.
This is one of those cigars that's so good you would definitely consider buying a box.
Yeah, definitely.
The smoke probably lasted 45 minutes to an hour. Great smoke for £15-16. That's an online price. And yeah, if you've not tried one before, make sure you get your hands on one. If you have tried one, let us know in the comment box below what you thought of it and also what you paired with it. And until the next one, we will see you all very soon. Have a good week and thanks for watching.
Bye.